4, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole!
And he's muted.
Oh, hi. I was expecting the intro video first, like we've been doing for the past.
All right. You want me to do it over?
Hi, dog.
Fail. Hi, puppy.
Okay, well, here's the intro.
Warning, this show may contain mature language and is not suitable for small children, pets, or blood elves.
You're now listening to the Epic Fail Podcast.
Oh, hi.
Hello again.
Welcome. I'm sorry?
Hello again.
Hello again. What, again? What do you mean again?
Well, you know.
Everything happened perfectly.
That was okay.
I think you're just crazier than I am this time.
Maybe.
You both are crazy.
Oh, I know I'm crazy.
You're both crazy.
Yes. Anyway, this is the Epic Fail Podcast. We are only one day late this week. So theories, we're only 2 minutes late beforehand. Doesn't really apply.
That is kind of true.
Yes. And there are things going on behind me that I don't understand.
It's okay. Just go with it.
Okay. Apparently I was just having a nightmare. Yes, this is episode 89. And we have kind of some fun stuff for you this week, but we'll get into that here just a moment. Introducing first, from the red corner. I don't know why, but you're right. It's a red corner.
Red corner?
Yeah, well, Canada's flag is red. We have Scarlett. How are you doing, and what have you been up to this week?
Well, I guess that makes sense because my name is Scarlett, so I guess it's the red corner. But I am Alliance, so it's the blue corner. I would assume. I don't know. Guess what?
You got more mounts.
I did not get a mount. Although, am I traveling? Like, am I flying in an airplane in my background? Because that's cool. I don't know what it is, but it's cool.
Maybe.
I like it. So, I don't even know why I said guess what. I had absolutely nothing to say. Like, that was amazing or astounding. It was just...
You just normally say, hey, guess what? At the beginning
I know.
Every time.
So, there's a new raid out. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
It's fun and pretty, and I hate Suramar. Suramar is so ugly, but pretty, but ugly.
Suramar itself is pretty. The inhabitants are ugly.
Mm.
True. They're a little crazy.
I fit
did
in. That's where my Hearthstone is.
I did some time walking, and guess what? It sucks. I mean, it doesn't. It's really good, but it sucks. So, we wiped on... What is that ICC dungeon that everybody hates?
Pit of Saren.
Yeah.
Yes. I dragged my friend in there, and then he DC'd. And then, I swear... Okay, so is after the second boss, is that a gauntlet to get to the third boss? Or do you guys just kill it?
Yes.
I swear it's a gauntlet. At least I thought it was. However, it may not be. So they all like, I'm
Up
like,
the
it's
hill?
a gauntlet run. Yes.
Yes. You go If you're
Right.
talking the cave,
Yeah.
okay,
The
you go
cave
halfway
was
to
the
the
gauntlet.
cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go halfway to the cave, you kill the big dude, and then you go the rest of the way.
So they just, well, my friend was following me. We were on Discord, but the rest of the people just kind of like started killing things, and then of course they got aggro, and then we died a few times, and then that was really annoying. So I don't like Pit of Sauron. Just saying, I really don't. However, the rest of the time walking was good. I didn't get anything spectacular. I don't think I'm using the piece of gear I got, but I did get tier from one of the bosses, so that was cool.
Congrats.
Thank you. The tier chest piece, so that's cool, and it was an upgrade. So, I was gonna do some Overwatch this week, and I didn't get time to do so, so I was sad. But that's pretty much it. I did some WoW. I've been doing overtime at work, so not a lot of gaming, just WoW.
Okay. And in the other corner, weighing in at, it doesn't matter how much he weighs, we have Theory. How are you? What have you been up to this week?
Was that a The Rock quote? Like, did you just go wrestling
No.
there?
No. I don't- I don't-
Sure?
If I did, it wasn't intentional.
Well, I can't smell what you're cooking. So, yeah, I also
good. I
got
can't
a tier piece chest as well from Croesus, I think. If I remember right, that's who drops it. But so my week's been kind of weird because we had some special events going on at work. I had to miss first few bosses on CTM's Thursday night because of that. So I came in for the 4th and 5th heroic boss with them. They actually finished full clearing normals tonight just on a get footage run, as Tatva likes to do with Toho for the 2-minute tips videos. So we will officially finish normal tomorrow, but they kind of already did it tonight. And then we will keep going on heroic after that. So pretty much 10 of 10 normal, 5 of 10 heroic at this point. The fire department also got 5 of 10 normal, which went really, really well. Kind of surprised at how well that went. But pretty much what everybody's been saying is the last 4 or so bosses are the hard ones, which we'll talk a little bit about that, I think, coming up later on. One thing that's not really in our show notes about Overwatch, I don't know if you guys know, but it is officially like either today or yesterday or something like that, the year of the Fire Rooster. And there is new Overwatch stuff because of that, which is the Chinese New Year. So there's some new skins and stuff, especially for May, who is Chinese, that are going to be available, even though we were unsure if she was Chinese. She is Chinese. And there's some other cool stuff going on with that event that's coming up. So I'll probably jump back into it too.
Of course, she's Chinese. She says Chinese phrases in the game.
Yeah, I don't remember. Somebody, like, was it me? One of us was saying that we didn't think she was Chinese. And I don't remember.
It was
who
you, and I was arguing that she is.
I don't remember it that way. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me. A lot of work stuff kind of getting in the way, which it's good work stuff, so not complaining at all. But you know, I haven't had nearly as much time as I've been having previously, and the sinus thing that keeps coming back and hitting me right in the sinuses is seemingly getting better, because now it only takes me out for about half a day. So, little victories. But that's pretty much my week. Draven, how about you?
Well, in terms of gaming, like you said, 5 of 10. We're going to talk about it later, but Croesus is my favorite fight. I'm just sad that we kill him because he is my favorite demon at the moment. Well, second favorite demon. His boss would be my favorite. But I did a little bit of Hearthstone, checked out the Tavern Brawl, which was interesting. All I'm going to say is Paladin Murloc is OP.
Draven admits he likes big red guys. That's awesome.
No. I like big red demons.
Still weird, man. Still weird.
Well, you know. It's not as weird as Scarlet's Arthas armor on the big blue thing.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with big and blue.
Anyway, I did do a little bit of Overwatch. I don't know if I talked about it, but last week, but I finished the placements. I'm like 1400s, which is about where I figured.
You know, I still didn't do the placements. Our checkbox is empty because it hasn't moved down yet, but I'm gonna let that be. But I just have lost the desire to do competitive for now.
Yeah, I get that. I don't do it all that often, but I've been mostly in the arcade, and that it just is one of
Your
those. It's one of those
competitive-
games. Go ahead.
I was going to say your competitive is a higher rank than me. It was 200 higher than me, and now it's like 300 higher than me because I fell to like 1100 because I must be really bad at Overwatch.
Well, you only play the overpowered heroes, and now that they're getting changed, you don't know how to deal with it.
What are you talking about? I play like Zarya now, and
I was picking on you and Diva
Junkrat.
at the same time.
So, which
All
one of
right.
you had like an animal jump off and knock a whole bookshelf down just now?
Not me.
It just happened. Yes.
my cats are chasing each other around the house.
Yeah.
Nothing fell.
Yeah.
That was them jumping off the bed.
That sure sounded like a bookcase falling to me.
Yeah. Other than that, heroes I've been playing a lot of. I got on the PTR there. Valera is going to be interesting when she comes out, and I'm really not looking forward to playing against her. So I guarantee she's going to get banned first in every Hero League game that I'm the banner. Unless I have first pick, then I might pick her because fun. Other than that, I got this weird email last night. And I was like, why did Blizzard send me an email at 2:30 in the morning?
That could be
So
a
I
dangerous question to ask.
Yeah. I'm like, I know I just re-upped my time, so it's not that. So I went and I opened it up. I checked it out. Your item has shipped. Here's the tracking information. Okay. So I scroll down, and I see what it is. I'm like, why am I getting this 7 months early? It's the Reaper statue. I should have it in hand on Thursday.
He's questioning why he's getting something.
Well, I'm so used to being in queue
Yeah.
at this point.
Don't know.
Yeah. So yay! Reaper statue. Hopefully one of one and not one of 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. However many. I mean, if they want to send me all of them, that's great, but I don't want to pay for all them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of spendy.
Yeah, but it'll be pretty. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. Actually, I know exactly where I'm going to put it. It's just whether or not I'm going to put it, keep it in the box or not.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where to put it.
That much money, it's got to come out of the box.
Well, I'm thinking the opposite. That much money needs to stay in the box to keep it in mint condition.
Not unless you're going to resell it down the road. I mean, that's a display piece.
Why would you
Yeah, we'll
sell
sell
the
the box.
Reaper statue? Reaper's beautiful.
I don't know. It's just one of those weird things that I do. It'll probably come out of the box in all honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. I was planning on hopefully doing like actual camera this week, but I am dog sitting for my parents. I'm at their place now, and their internet is crappier than mine. So be prepared if I cut out. I'm sorry. I will do extra edits if I have to.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, that's been my week. Oh, before I forget, there is this one other thing. Especially in terms of heroes. I am going to be part of the Open League. Not as a player, though, sadly. I'm not good enough to be on that. But I'm going to be one of the admins helping out streamer Solid Jake doing his thing over there.
Nice.
So my Mondays and Tuesdays are now up until raid time and Heroes Never Die, the Overwatch podcast with Totem. My game time is pretty much gone because I will be modding chat. I will be keeping in touch with all the teams that are playing, updating brackets, all that fun stuff.
That's cool. How'd you fall into that?
Well, I was one of many people who volunteered, so I could probably get away with not doing it the entire day, but I thought about it. I was like, if I can, I probably should, because that'll look good. He's in good with Blizzard. If I get in good with him, maybe I can get in good with Blizzard.
Yeah.
Plus, it's hero stuff, so I'm always in favor of helping with that if I can.
That's pretty neat, man. Congrats on that.
So,
Are you ready to get into some stuffs?
Stuff. We have stuff.
Trouble? Let's get into trouble. That sounds awesome.
Trouble. I don't know if I got... Okay.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
This is the Blizzard news you can use.
Ooh, shiny.
So, first up, Draven, tell us about what we're about to talk about here. What do you know about Mr. Junkrat? And
Well, I happen to know he's Australian, and he's really funny. He has the best comic so far, and there is a Twitter person who does a really good impression of him
Twitter?
in game.
He's
on Twitter, yeah.
person? Okay.
He's on Twitter. I don't know if he himself streams.
Well, how would we know if he sounds like him in Twitter?
Well, someone else recorded
Everything's
it,
coming up
and it found its
exploding.
way to Reddit, which found its way to Scarlet, which found its way to us.
Interesting. So, there are a couple of amazing videos, and one of them is actually from the viewpoint of the person that you're talking about, which is out there. Now, we could play a little bit of the video, but that's kind of a no-no because it's already someone else's video on YouTube, so we probably shouldn't do that. But I would encourage you guys to check it out. It's very, very humorous. People are calling him out that it's a soundboard, kind of like what I'm using right now.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
But he actually responds to the people. And David has linked it in the chat using their own names. And it sounds damn near perfect. I was pretty impressed with it. The funny thing is that I saw a video not that long ago with the actual voice actor for Reinhardt playing as Reinhardt, which was pretty cool. But this is the first time someone, whether they're the actual voice actor or not, has done it for another character, as far as I know.
I know the dude who does
Matthew-
McCree.
Yeah, Matthew Mercer has gone into voice chat. I don't even think he's playing McCree. And he'll just
Yeah,
randomly
he's a
open his
troll.
mic and just go, "It's high noon." And then his team is all like, "What?"
That's
Yeah, he's a
super
total troll. I've watched that happen. It's so funny.
That is
It is
But-
pretty cool.
The biggest thing out of this, besides the fact that the whole thing was just really funny, this dude has a really good sense of humor and he nails the voice almost perfect. There's a couple lines that I really want in the game now
Yeah.
that aren't there, which tells
The-
me it's not a soundboard. The
The,
friendly
uh,
anarchist.
Yeah.
I don't know if well, no, this definitely isn't in the game because it had a swear word in it. But he was talking about messing up Winston's room. He used a different word, but
Yes.
that was hysterical. I liked it.
Well, definitely click that link. Hopefully we'll put it in the show notes for you too, so you can check out that video.
Yeah, just word of warning, not safe for work. I'll
Yes,
make
it's
sure I
not.
put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a language thing. So, and if you played Overwatch, you know there's some violence from video games. But
Cool. Next up is something I don't really know much about. So, what's going on with the Hearthstone Q&A?
well, short version of it, they want to be more communicative. I think that's how you say that word. That's a big word. They want to
That's not a
communicate
big
more.
word.
It's bigger than most of the words we use. But yeah, they want to be more talkative and communicate with us more, so long as we are not complete jerks at them. Like with the way Overwatch has been doing it with Kaplan coming out every month doing his, or almost every month doing his thing, with WoW doing their pretty much monthly Q&A. Blizzard seems to be on this, okay, we should do this more. And every game's approaching it their own way.
Do you suppose that's a little bit whiny?
No, I wouldn't say it's whiny. How do I put this? The last time Chris Metzen was at BlizzCon, he had to have armed guards with him because he had received death threats. And I think that kind of had a big thing of why they had shut down, because they don't want to talk about things that people hate. They want, I mean, if you can be nice about it, polite about it, and constructive with your criticism, they'll talk to you forever. I had a good 10-15 minute conversation with Celestalon at the Well Played Party 2015 about stuff.
Yeah.
And I made it clear there's a couple things I wasn't happy with, but I understood what they were trying to do, and I wasn't oh, Garrison's below, blah blah blah. What were you thinking?
Yeah.
It wasn't
What
anything
were
like that.
you thinking?
Exactly. But yeah, as long as you're polite and civil, they will talk your ear off, and I am not even kidding. My ear started running away. I had to go chase it. It was interesting. But yeah, basically, as long as you're nice and polite, they will give us communication every so often and let us know what they're doing and all that fun stuff. We just can't be jerks.
I think they're honestly not quite used to how reactionary the fan base can be. And I think because Hearthstone is like a card game and it's not an MMO or like one of the different kinds of games, I think maybe sometimes that brings out the worst in people. So I can understand them asking them to be nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, rule of the internet seems to be the louder you talk, the more unhappy with things and angrier you tend to be. Because the people who are happy about stuff, they're just going about their business, playing the game. It's like, the loud minority that is screwing up for everybody.
True.
So just be nice, people. It's really not that hard.
All right. So next up, I don't really know what this is either, but Heroes of the Storm roster apocalypse.
Okay, so fantasy football?
Yeah.
Okay, think the exact same thing with Heroes. They just used roster apocalypse because that was an NA thing where every time there was an event, half the teams switched half their teams because they didn't win.
Okay.
So they made fun of that. So this is literally just fantasy football for Heroes. You get a grand total of 500 points. Everyone is ranked a certain point. You have to have a warrior, you have to have a support, and then everything beyond that is up to you. But you have a total of 500 points. Some people are worth like 88 points. I think the highest one I saw ever was 120. So you can't have like, I'm going to pick all the best people of each thing. No, because you don't have enough points.
So it's very similar to like a pay-to-win fantasy football league type situation then.
Except that this is free. But yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Did he just sound Italian there? Except this is free.
I didn't hear it till you
Mario.
said it.
It totally sounded Italian.
Well, I am Italian, despite the fact that I'm allergic to garlic, which is completely weird, but whatever.
It's the little things.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so
But I saw this. I found it for those Heroes people. Check it out. It's really cool. There's NA and EU that you can go through, create your own leagues, and all that fun stuff.
and there's also some other HOTS news. They have a really nice shiny website now for their tournament broadcasting. I was kind of impressed with this because when I clicked on the link you sent, it looked like it was playing something live, and it was like straight out of ESPN. It looked like legit.
Yeah, it might have actually been live.
That is pretty cool.
They're still working on it. When they're done, you'll be able to click the team names and get like, this is who's on the team, this is what they play, these are their stats, etc., and so forth.
Yeah, I think you can do that now. It seemed like you could. At least the functionality was already there.
Some of them are working. It's just not everything. But yeah, HGC, which is the Heroes Global Championship, the league thing that they're doing, has started. Today was the end of day 2 of the top end, not the open league, but the top 8 people.
Awesome.
So yeah, some really fun matches. And Dreadnought, when he gets excited, Dreadnought was the guy in the picture. When he gets excited, he gets loud. There was a really good 5-man mosh pit, which is basically ETC going in the middle of a bunch of people, hitting his ultimate button and making everyone dance around him, because that's what he does. And it's really hard to get all 5 people.
Isn't the announcer that was in that picture Rachel Kiriko, I think is her last name, Q something?
No, that was Gillyweed and Dreadnought.
Oh, okay. Because I know Rachel does some...
Well, she's talking about the announcers, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about
In
the
the
announcers.
Picture, not the players.
Yeah, that's that in that picture. That is Gillyweed and Dreadnought.
Huh. Which one's
Right.
Gillyweed? The chick or the dude?
The girl.
Interesting. Okay.
If you guys will get this, but no one in show will. If you remember when I went to BlizzCon, I came back, there was that really awkward picture of me very obviously not touching the girl in the picture.
Yeah.
That's Gillyweed.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Probably good you didn't touch.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too, but
Giggity.
I didn't realize she was as short as she was. I was all sweaty because it was hot, and I was just like, I'm just gonna be awkward over here.
Yeah.
Like I do in public.
So around the world of Blizzard, there's also some StarCraft news. So let's look at that real quick. If I can find it. There it is. The ASL is still going. What can you tell us about that?
It came to the finals today, I believe. And it was, I want to say Poland and Korea.
It's showing grand finals are tomorrow.
Okay, it's tomorrow then.
Which it's kind of tomorrow now. But and it's saying that it's the round 1 winner versus the round 2 winner of the matches from last Tuesday, and they haven't updated it.
Yeah. But they announced, I think it's Poland and obviously Korea because they go all the time.
Nice.
But this is not StarCraft 2, like the current game. This is the old one.
Wow.
StarCraft Brood War.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's cool.
It's still yeah, people are still playing it.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. I don't know this one either. You pulled out all the stuff out of the woodwork this week, I think. What is this Rock the Cabinet thing?
Okay, so this is basically fan-made stuff. Last year they did vote for your favorite fan-made maps or custom games or whatever for the arcade, which is StarCraft saying, build whatever you want. Use our editor, build what you want, upload it. If we approve it, you can win some cool prizes. This year they put a thing on it where it's the co-op map. So you build your own map. So you have you and a friend versus someone else and their friend, or two random people.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And you can win prizes. I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but they do give you prizes and stuff like that.
But that's for SC2, right? Not SC1?
Yeah, that's StarCraft 2 editor,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's pretty neat. I want to make dungeons in WoW, Blizzard. Make that happen. Give me a dungeon designer or a raid designer.
Wouldn't it be awesome to have a choose your own ending dungeon? Oh my goodness, that would be cool.
Someone has literally put Warcraft into this arcade. It's not
That's
it's the old RTS. It's like Warcraft, not World of Warcraft.
That's
But they did put that in there, and there are some limits of what you can do, but it's really there's a lot you can do still.
Yeah, I want to have Hogger help us kill Princess the Pig to get the ring for Aunt whatever her name is. That'll be my dungeon.
That would be amazing because I like that little love story scene in like your first little questing area. It's adorable.
Whatever happened to those two? She disappears and then you never hear about it again. You know, did she die? Did they
Well, the Legion has shown up, so
what happened? We don't know if that invisibility potion worked.
It's true.
Anyway.
It's true.
Anything else on StarCraft, Draven?
Nope. I just know that there's a couple of listeners who are always add some more StarCraft stuff. Put some more StarCraft stuff. When there's something notable and I can find it, we put it in there.
Well, you did good finding stuff today. Because I didn't know either of those two things. But let's move into some more.
You don't really follow StarCraft either, so
you're right. I don't.
Ooh, shiny.
World of Warcraft.
So this week marked the release of Nighthold, which we talked a little bit about already. But I do have a graphic for it, so I'll pull that up real quick. But what did you think, Drew?
I almost pre-named the show Nightholden and then something silly. I couldn't think of anything goofy enough for the show title pre-show.
Nightholden?
Nightholden and then something goofy.
I don't get it.
Like holding something, only since it's called the Nighthold, Nightholden, and then something. I was all week I was trying to get something and I couldn't get anything that I thought was good enough. So I was like, fine.
I give you a D- on that joke.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not meant to be, man.
Yeah, well that's why I use something else.
Yeah. So.
I have a
Nighthold.
I have a joke.
Is it?
It's WoW related. The rogue trainer's talking to a little rogue initiate, and he says, I didn't see you in stealth class the other day.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this now. You totally middle-ditched that joke.
Of course I did. But that's okay.
It doesn't help that I'm pretty sure Galv told us that joke several weeks ago in radio.
Did he? Because I read it on...
little cartoon has been out for a little while now.
I read it on Reddit.
You read it on Reddit?
I read it on Reddit.
Okay,
Reddit is fun. When I'm bored, Reddit is really fun. So, that's cool.
Okay,
so anyway, Nighthold. Moving on, back to Nighthold. What do you guys think, not necessarily of the boss fights, we'll get into that in a minute, but just of the design of how it looks?
It looks nice. There's spots where there's just a whole lot of trash that maybe they didn't have to put that much trash in it. But I think it looks great.
Talking about Trash drip. I give up. I can't speak.
Trash drops?
Yes, thank you.
Are you trying to
Those
say trash drops?
You know, my friend's friend got 2 like 875 pieces, which they sold for like 150K, and then he got a 900 piece, which he sold for like.
You know, that reminds me, I got I think an 875 piece that was a BOE that I still have sitting in my bags, and I didn't put it up for sale, and I needed to do that.
You should go do that.
Yeah, I probably should. Or maybe I'll just.
We saw an 890 drop in our raid, right, Theory?
Was that our raid? No, that wasn't our raid. Or no, actually.
Yeah, that was Hydro.
So apparently I saw 2. No, I saw 890 and I also saw 900. 890 was our raid, and then we'll talk about the other one in a minute when we get to one of the next things. But yeah, there's some good gear. I said before I got the tier piece chest, which is item level lower than what I currently was wearing, but still decent enough to equip, and hoping that I get a second item. But yeah, I don't know. I like it very much. The fights are different. A couple of them are still kind of confusing.
I love the Croesus fight.
That's my favorite.
For no
as
other
well.
reason than the bridge.
The bridge is awesome. That was
Croesus
a good idea.
has toenails. Validated because I fell off like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still kind of thinking I should have gone bear on the mythic team though. At this point, I'm at like, I don't even know, 4.5 million life, and Pasha's damn near 6 million. So stuff that almost kills me just dings her.
Wait, you only have like 100,000 more health than my demon hunter?
Mm-hmm.
You should have a lot more, shouldn't you? You're a pally? Shouldn't pallies have more health?
Nope.
Really?
Yep. Paladins are not a stam class. You can use stamina, but that's not really what you're supposed to do. So no, I mean bears are the big one for stam, but that's how they work. You know.
I suppose.
With these fights, like for example on Croesus on heroic, those stacks hit for 1 million plus every tick. So if you don't have a healer that's pretty much focusing you every second, you're taking them, 1.3 million, 1.3 million, 1.3 million until the stack wears off. You're going to be in trouble fast if you don't have a pretty large health pool. So bears seem to have it easy there. I haven't seen the last few bosses, but I definitely am seeing so far a big, significant reason to run a bear in the earlier parts of the raid.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's pretty much unanimous. We all like Croesus the best so far.
Yep.
Actually, I think the first boss is pretty cool. He's a scorpion.
They just once they needed to have, even if it was just barely audible. Get over here or come here. Just once in that fight.
I don't get it. Why?
He's Mortal Kombat. No.
And that's why I don't get it.
It's okay. So, no. The fight is good. However, looks like we're gonna get a little bit of a interesting chat going on. The fight is good. I have a bad taste in my mouth though, because as you know, with CTM, Tap and Tovo are from Line of Sight Gaming, and they make the 2-minute tips videos. So it's kind of interesting when I watch their video and it's wrong. So it's not really wrong, but there's things that are not quite accurate. So like if you look at their video, it shows the tank up against the wall where the crystals are. Well, you can't stand there, because if you stand there, you're going to spawn way more scorpions. You need to be inside the circle. or you're going to spawn a ton of scorpions. Also, in their video, when it shows everybody getting behind the crystals, it doesn't show the tank getting behind the crystals. Well, if you don't get behind the crystals, you get knocked into the wall and you spawn way more. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but you got to take the videos with a grain of salt. I mean, it's the first week,
And sometimes
so
a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
and a lime. But I mean, if you watch, there's a few different strat videos out now. Like I found another one just recently. His name is Kalani. I swear, wasn't there a person in CTR with that name?
Yeah.
However, the link on their Armory page is a Horde person. But this Kalani person is doing a YouTube channel with strat videos, and they're clear and concise. So I've been watching. Actually, my weekend. This weekend, I'm going to be watching different strats for different like Fat Boss versus this new person versus line of sight, and figuring out which one would be the best strats to use. I've never actually like done that before. I've just relied on other people to be like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
However, you know, I'm sure things will get edited or fixed like once the fight's been out longer, right? I would assume.
Yeah, I would think so, probably. I mean, I don't know exactly how they do it, but like the positioning thing is just a matter of viewpoint. You could watch it another way and say that you're not supposed to be against the wall, but as far as not moving to the crystals for the knockback, that's obvious. So maybe they will update it a little bit. I don't know, but it's not really my thing.
If you're a warrior tank, I could see you not bothering to move because you could just charge right back.
No,
before you hit the wall.
It's not because you're hitting the wall, because you're literally like 5 feet from the wall. It's because when you hit the wall, you spawn adds. So even if you're there for a split second, you're spawning a whole bunch of scorpion adds. And as a tank, if you spawn them, they're not going to go directly to your off tank if you're tanking the boss. They're going to stick to you because of your rotation. So it makes it harder than it has to be.
Well, no, I'm not saying you stand next to the wall. I'm saying if you put them in the middle, you don't technically have to get behind a crystal as a tank if you're a warrior, just because you could charge right back before you hit the wall.
Interesting. This guy is quoting everything I'm saying. That's nice.
You have a fan.
I was just thinking. Yeah.
But
anyways, so did you notice when on the first boss, when all the scorpions go out, it's like you have an audience, and then they just take turns joining the ring.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was kind of cool. But so do you guys know of an add-on or something that will not show nameplates all the time? Like I know you can just Shift V or Control V, whatever it is. I think Shift V and turn them off. But I want to be able to see the nameplates of the stuff around me, but I don't want to see the stuff off in the distance. Like in Karazhan, I don't want to see the stuff on the floor below me. I just want to see the stuff I'm tanking, like right there. I
want to say Tidy Plates has a setting for how far
I use Tidy Plates,
but I don't use it anymore. I used to use it. I know Sloot has something that he uses for Karazhan exactly change the range on how far he sees them.
Interesting. I should go watch his videos.
Yeah. Howland brought up the chromatic anomaly. It's cool, just not tuned very well.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't like the slow period of it, where everything slows down. It just, if you have random, go faster, go faster, go faster, that'd be cool, and then back to normal. But that slow is just, no.
Yeah. They're fun fights. I like that they are different. You know, having new stuff that is different is nice. Not just rematches of previous fights is important.
Oh, bye to that guy.
I did that. He was annoying me.
Yeah. But whatever. All right, what else do we got?
So, let me pull this back up here. There is at least, I think there's 3 more things after Nighthold to talk about. So, it is the first day of Call of the Scarab.
Yes. Basically, go down to Silithus, do the stuff down there, collect your stuff, turn it in, and if we get enough, we get our faction's flag next to the big gong.
Yeah.
Is that what
And
it was? So I haven't logged in today. Do you get anything like on your character for it?
No, it's completely just, that's it. I mean, if you don't have the transmogs from down there, fine. But other than that, it's
Like
just your
transmogs
faction's
from
flag.
the actual raid, or
Yeah, if you go into because 2 of the quests is go into the raid and kill the last boss.
oh, okay,
So-
gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, there's stuff in there. There's world quests in there, but you can only have access to them if you actually show up into that zone.
Yeah.
I haven't gone down there because I don't know. I want to see it, but at the same time, not enough to bother, I guess.
I'll be logging on and going to see it after, because I just got home from work, so I'll be doing it after the podcast.
Right.
But when does it go till?
It's like 3 days,
Oh, okay.
so it's like till Monday.
Yeah, I think
Gotcha.
it shows it on here that it starts today and goes, 3-4 days. It's very small.
That's cool.
It's kind of hard to read, but yeah,
But
it's
the only real thing is the faction flag next to the gong.
yeah. There's no achievements, which is kind of weird. You would think there'd be at least like a feat of strength or something saying that you participated in it. But I did watch Asmongold doing it for a little bit, and apparently it's inspiring a lot of world PvP. So if that's what they were hoping for,
yeah.
it's working.
That's cool.
Well, there's a reason to go to an area.
Yeah.
So it's a silly reason, but it's a reason. So you're attracting people. I don't know who is currently winning. Last I checked earlier today, though, Horde was winning, but a lot of the CTR people hadn't gone down there yet.
Wait, does the flag stay just for the event, or does it stay permanently till
All
next
year.
year?
Until next
Oh,
year.
that's cool. That's okay. That's a cool thing.
Yeah. It's in a zone that no one ever goes to. If they put it somewhere that was a more prominent location, like maybe there was a scarab thing in Stormwind and Orgrimmar, and if you lost, you had to stare at the other faction's flag every day. To me, that would be more inspiring. It's in Silithus. I can't even tell you when the last time I was there was.
Well, maybe we'll go there more just to look at the flag.
I don't know.
No.
I don't see myself going there more.
No, the only reason I would even go there is, oh, there's a piece of transmog off this one boss,
Yeah.
or there's a new pet off of this thing, or something like that. But it's interesting. I think it's a nice idea having these little micro holidays that really don't do anything. It's a time sink, and that's it. There's no real reward outside of, in this case, hey, your faction flag. Region-wide, not server-wide. So all of North America, Horde wins, their flag. Alliance wins, their flag.
So where were you checking to see who was winning?
Honestly, I was just going with some screenshots that some people had taken that I follow on Twitter, and it had the Horde flag up.
Interesting.
So unless it's showing your faction just because it's your faction until it's over, which would be weird.
Well, if there ends up being like a website or something that tracks it, we should give that information out. But yeah, I don't know if they would even do that, just because that would inspire more people to do it or some people to quit. But all right, second to last thing for WoW coming up. We talked a little bit about time walking before. Scarlett did, how she hates Pitasaran.
I hate that dungeon.
Did you do it on your all 5 on your Demon Hunter? Did you finish?
I did. I still have my Death Knight to do because she's finally 110.
Oh,
Yay.
congrats.
Thank you.
Yay.
But she's like super squishy, so that I'll actually benefit from the gear, and the cash will be amazing.
Well, it's actually time walking is good for an undergeared because the way that it brings your item level down. So you can go in there and not feel as squishy.
Yep.
So.
But the
good stuff.
actual time walking gear will be good.
Yeah, I did it on 3 different tunes already. On the Paladin, I just did it myself, solo queued it. But on my Demon Hunter and on my Warlock, which apparently I'm going to be playing more of now, I had the actual luck of getting some of our raiders, getting a group together and basically being carried. Although, turns out on my Demon Hunter, I wasn't really being carried. But definitely wasn't the Warlock. Demon Hunter is a lot of fun, man. They do a lot of damage.
Aren't
even in
they
time walking.
amazing?
They can.
Yeah.
Time walking on a Demon Hunter is like easy breezy.
Yeah.
You don't die. It's awesome.
I was doubling and tripling the damage for my Warlock, and on my Warlock I was still hanging with everyone else that was in the group. So it's kind of weird. But I know that the charts and numbers for those are a little weird because you've got people who are being scaled down and scaled up. So they're not always dependable. But how about you, Draven?
I went through on my Demon Hunter and my Paladin. I have not done anything tank-wise on my Demon Hunter as yet because I have not. I have the weapon. I just haven't put any points into it at all yet. So I'm not gonna.
But you didn't need the points for time walking.
I don't know anything about Demon Hunter tanking at all. So I want to have every advantage I can first.
Demon spikes up all the time. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But as for my Paladin, I actually went ret gear but pro artifact and tanked them, all 5.
Well, the gear's not that much different other than like trinkets.
Yeah, I just used my ret trinkets because they're haste.
Yeah.
And I was like, haste is good.
Yes, haste is number 1 for prot. So that's what I was saying. It's basically the same gear.
Yeah, and then I made sure I was back in my ret spec when I opened my box.
Nice.
Which gave me a Warforged 880 Gul'dan trinket.
Nice.
I hate you.
Nice. So that would be a Warforged regular trinket then, right? At 880.
880, yeah.
So got a piece of 900 gear out of his chest for his mage.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. I got a 875 piece on actually I think I got 875 boots on both of my characters. Might have been 870 on one of them from last night, but both of them needed it. The piece I got for my Paladin was not an upgrade. So it's definitely worth doing because you're getting upgrade chance at gear from Nighthold this time, and you're getting a token, and you're getting a bunch of AP. So if you haven't done it yet, you should probably do it, at least on whatever you consider to be your main characters before it goes away on Tuesday. I
will be doing a lot of these on Monday on my alts.
Yeah, I will probably be doing the same, so we might be able to team up a little bit, because I still have like 3 other characters I'd love to get them knocked out on. But before we jump to our last topic of discussion for the evening, Scarlett, you were talking about the gauntlet area in Pitasaran. I want to do a PSA on that, and then I also want to talk about something that I learned about a dungeon that I've run 200 plus times in my WoW life and didn't know. So first off, PSA for right after the boss named Ick and Crick, or whatever it is, which is the second boss in the dungeon, if I remember correctly. The hill that is to the immediate right when you're staring at Ick and Crick's room, which has ads that run down it, and then they spawn other ads. If you mount in Ick and Crick's room and ride up together, you can skip both of those groups of mobs. And if you're really quick, you can skip the first group of the mage ads on the second part of the hill. However,
that's what I thought.
However, if anyone in your group lags behind, you're gonna pull all of it. So And the ads that the chicks spawn on the first part of the hill, they cast something, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a pretty heavy hit and damaging AoE spell that if you don't interrupt it can very easily wipe your group. So
Gotcha.
it's pretty much like, as me as a tank, I'm looking at all the people, I immediately mount up after Ick and Crick, and then I wait and see if everyone knows, try to communicate it if they don't. But if someone goes ahead and runs up to the bottom of that hill, it doesn't matter, it's too late. Those ads are already coming down the hill, you're going to have to just take them out normally. But yeah, that's if you have a group that's like on Mumble or on Mumble, on Discord or TeamSpeak or whatever, you can skip a lot of that
Who
trash.
uses TeamSpeak over Mumble if you still use the old stuff?
That's why I said it.
I know some people who do actually.
Horrible.
What's the other one?
horrible.
Vent. If you're using Ventrilo, if you have your group on some kind of voice comms, you can skip a lot of that trash. But that brings me to the second point. So literally, I've run Gundrak. I want to actually look at the stats, but I'm positive I run Gundrak at least 150 times throughout my WoW career, probably more. And yes, I called it a career. But everyone knows about jumping in the water after the, I believe it's third boss. That's just kind of known because that's what you're supposed to do. Did you know that you can jump in the water after the first boss? Go past the bridge, back up the hill, up to the second boss, kill the second boss, go right back down into the water, through 2 grates, and you're right at the third boss without pulling any trash. So literally that dungeon takes less than 5 minutes.
I know about that method, but I have not seen anyone actually use it.
Well, we
In
used it
so
3
long?
times last night,
Yeah.
and I did not know. I knew that you could jump in the water. I didn't think you could get back up on the bridge. You can. And then I did not know at all about going from the second boss to the third boss using the water. But there's literally a grate that has bent actual, I guess you would call them poles that you can swim in between. And you come right through another vent, and there you are, right by Moon Robbie or whatever his name is. So that was news to me. I didn't know you could do that. Which thanks to Callaway for that. He apparently found out before our runs. But anyway, so I guess
I like Gundrak. That's a cool dungeon.
it is one of my favorites. It's always been one of my favorites, but now it's even more a favorite of mine. But that brings us to the last thing, which Draven, you didn't actually put this on here, but I put it on here. So the Lunar Festival starts today, and Draven can be your dragon ass if you go get this costume. This is part of the festivities for, I believe, kind of a shout out to the Year of the Fire Rooster. But literally these dragon costumes you can link together to make a longer dragon.
That's awesome.
Which is pretty kick-ass. Definitely a reason for me to want to do the Lunar Festival, which I don't think I've done in 5 or 6 years. So I will be getting this costume for sure.
That's pretty cool.
Draven hasn't said anything. I don't think he wants to be a dragon ass.
I am not human centipeding with you. Just know.
That's awesome.
But that pretty much covers all of our news. Did you guys have any topics you wanted to discuss?
I might have to change show title to I am not human centipeding with you.
You could just call it dragon ass.
I have a random thing happen to me the other day. I was standing in Dalaran on Crosses Landing because I had left my Demon Hunter area, and my brother texted me. So I'm on the game, but I'm sitting here at my computer on the game, but I'm AFK, and I'm texting my brother. We were having a deep conversation. It was really cute. We were having a brother-sister deep conversation moment. Anyways, this Tauren Death Knight started dancing in front of me. And then I got a friend request, which I didn't know you could friend the cross faction, but apparently you can send a battle tag request cross faction. So don't know why, but for some reason they friended me, and now I have this random person on my friend list. But if they watch the show, then that's cool. Hi. I don't think they do. Now
they got all of your friends list, and they're going to try to attempt to hack everyone.
No, they're not. They were like an actual person. They were like, "Hey, how's it going? What's up? Blah blah blah." Like they were having a conversation. But
I got a random party invite earlier today. I actually was joining a group for a mythic. Earlier today, I did Arcway. I was part of the CTR birthday event thing.
Yeah.
And I joined one of those groups, and then right before I got an invite to that group, I got a random invite, and I was like, "Oh, it must be this guy." Okay, I hit yes, and then I was like, "It's him by himself." So I just like question mark. He's like, "Sup," and then I get an invite for the actual person. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, gotta go." And I was like, "I don't know." So yeah, if you're gonna random invite people, here's a pro tip: don't.
Or maybe whisper them first and explain why you're inviting them.
Say something.
I mean, isn't that like a Blizzard
some
tip that's on the bottom of the screen that comes up from time to time?
Talk to someone before you invite them, because otherwise you're going to confuse them and maybe annoy them, and you don't want to annoy the wrong people because they might be like, "We want our legacy servers." So go off.
Two other things. Did either one of you guys start doing Brawlers Guild yet?
I'm still rank 4.
I just got my invite out of a cache yesterday, so no, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I didn't get an invite yet, but I haven't been farming
All right,
them.
so theory.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
You know that little island northeast in Stormheim?
Yeah, the pain in the ass one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go over there and kill one thing.
Is it literally that high of a drop rate? One thing?
I went over there, I killed one thing and left.
Wow. Okay, well then I guess I have no excuse. I figured I'd have to kill like 50 or 60 of them before it would drop.
I think it's like a 20% drop rate over there or something like that. So I got lucky.
Still really good.
Yeah,
well,
so you don't have to kill that much.
Or just do your emissary caches, you'll get one.
Yeah. One quick update too. I didn't talk about this. I could have talked about this at the beginning. You guys just touched on the fact that it's CTR's birthday, 4th anniversary. And you were doing the dungeon event today. I know they got a bunch of other events going on this week, but CTM's carry raid went perfect. Bears got a couple of pieces and got his achievement, and then we went on and we killed Mythic Worm. So
nice.
We ended up 7 to 7 and 2 of 3 before Nighthold launched. So that was pretty good night. We didn't even attempt to pull Hell Yeah, so we only had like maybe half an hour left, so we didn't mess with it. But not too shabby. I'll take that. That's good stuff.
Yay! Grats to you and grats to Bears for winning that.
Yep.
I didn't enter.
You just didn't enter because you didn't want to be in the group that I was in when you were getting carried.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It was I didn't. I know you had no say in it, but I didn't want the appearance of any kind of a favoritism, so I just disqualified myself.
There was
favoritism,
there was zero favoritism. It turns out the person that won it is a greeter, but the way Tapva did it was on a random number generator, as you know, on the internet, live on the show. So there was no way that there could have been favoritism.
RNG for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where, just in case, I didn't want it to. I know how people can get, so I just was like, I'm just going to disqualify myself from it. I'll go back later and get it.
Yeah. So one last thing about WoW related. Apparently, I may be going back to DPS again on fire department. So we've got a few of our members who are looking to push mythics, so they're trialing. So because of that, we're swapping a few things around in order to make sure we've got a good mix. If you are looking for a heroic raid team, fire department is recruiting, especially DPS. So reach out to myself or iHeels or Howland, and we can talk to you a little bit if you want. But we're a pretty chill team. But if you're looking for a rating anywhere, CTR is really the place to be. So you should come check us out. Hey, Alessandro. Yeah, you're coming in right at the end. But cool. Do you guys want to do some shout outs?
Bananas.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Scarlett.
Bananas. Shout out to Bananas. My raid team, Banana Republic.
Oh, I was gonna say like the fruit.
Yes.
I thought maybe
Fruit.
it was a Cuddles thing. I don't know.
No, not that Bananas. I'm shouting out to my raid team, Banana Republic.
Okay.
Because we got 4 bosses down. That's awesome. So, yep.
Wait a second. I gotta stop us. You got 4
5.
bosses down. Okay, 5.
5. Shoot, that's the second time I've done that. We got 5 bosses down. I
I was
digress.
gonna ask you how you skipped one to go to Croesus, but I think you can. It's just tricky.
You can actually skip the lady who paths, apparently, but no, we killed her too.
Okay. Draven, shoutouts?
I'm going to give a shout out to Croesus. 1 for being a cool boss fight. 2 for having that bridge and the mechanic, which I won't spoil, but it's great. But most importantly, it's because of him I have my weapon. So thank you, Croesus. Thank you.
You're so evil.
Hi, my
Yeah.
name's Draven. Have you met me?
I don't know about that one. So, who do I want to do shoutouts to? I don't know, man. I don't have really anybody in particular, so I'll say all 3 of the raid teams. Chicken's still hanging in there. Again, you know, if you have a Got Milk book, send it to Jake Daniels. He really needs the to know that you care about him. So go ahead and mail that Got Milk book to Jake Daniels at CTR.
So is it wrong that I logged into one of my Tauren characters and I got that book and I'm like, I need to keep this book because it's just funnier when you're playing a Tauren?
I don't really know how to respond to that. So let's just do these. So at Epic Fail Podcast, we do love it when you contact us. So here's the ways that you can do that. We are at www.epicfailpodcast.com. On Facebook, you can find us at /podcastepicfail. Twitter is at podcastepicfail. You can follow Draven at Draven Dresden on Twitter. You can follow Scarlett at Scarlett_CTR. And you can follow me, Theory, at Gank Theory, also on Twitter. Don't forget, you can find our podcast on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. We look forward to hearing from you. Okay. Any last words that are not muted?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think Draven has a request.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
Okay, bye. Hello, mother.
You know, the world could always use more heroes.